Hi, I'm starting just a bit early to test my tech, but I won't actually begin the official thing until 10 o'clock. Let's see, I'm drawing some birds. What should I draw here? Can you see that? Oh, all right. So I have to be careful to make sure I stay in this. As you can tell, I figured out, those of you who are at my previous live stream test, I did figure out how to make my own picture smaller. And the solution was in Ecamm Live, I just had to choose picture-in-picture options. So it's actually pretty easy. What else should I add? I only want to do this until 10 o'clock. And then I'll start. Bird. I have a little bird here. Can I see that? Yes. I'm mainly going to be using crayons today because, as some of you know, I love crayons. I have so many colors. Here's what I'm using today. And in case any of you like drawing with crayons too, I highly recommend this sharpener. I got it off Amazon. It's Sargent Art Sharpener, and it's not that expensive in terms of if I'm taking it on a trip, I don't have to worry if I lose it. But it's great for sharpening the large crayons as well as normal crayons. So I'm going to sharpen this. And I can sharpen this here. One more minute to go, so I'll draw one last bird. Maybe right here. Hey, I'm already, for some people here already. That's cool. Oh, and I think it's 10 o'clock. So welcome to my first official, well, I'm still testing a little bit, so thank you so much for your patience. I'm doing this on Facebook Live. I'm going to draw birds. And I'm hoping some of you out there will draw with me. I'm hoping there are young creators out there. I have always loved drawing birds. If any of you have been following my sketches, you'll know I also love seeing birds in picture books. So, for example, one of my favorite bird books is My Beautiful Birds. And here, Suzanne, notice the gorgeous, Suzanne used plasticine to make these birds. So I would definitely check out this picture book if you're interested in, let's see, look at that. Isn't that amazing? Plasticine. Another bird book I love is Counting Birds, the idea that helps save our feathered friends. And this is by my friend Heidi Stempel, illustrated by Clover. And the illustrations are also fantastic. Look at these are all collage. So they're all different ways of making birds, and these are collage birds. And Suzanne's were plasticine birds. I created my flamingo, which is another bird I love, for I'm sad, I'm bored, and I'm worried on the computer. And in GURPLE and PREEN, I have more birds. Let's see. Quails. There's a lot of quails that are flying. Oh, you know what? I could share my screen. Let's try this. Actually set up a scene. Let's see. Yay, that worked. So this is a sneak peek at one of the spreads from GURPLE and PREEN. I'll read this. GURPLE broke a brown crayon. A flock of quails fluttered out and began running around her feet. Shoo, shoo, can't you see I'm busy? GURPLE shouted. So I really love quails. And those quails were all coming out of the crayons. Okay, I am distracted because I really want to start drawing with you guys. All right, so I'm going to move this. So if you're drawing along with me, there are so many ways of drawing birds. There's no one right way, but one way you can begin is draw a blob. It could be a circle, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. It could be a weird shape. You guys see that? Let's see, it could be almost square. It could be tall and narrow. And then add a beak. So let's see, I'm going to add this beak here. And 2 eyes. This is just one way. I like drawing, I like turning a lot. And actually, these could be potatoes too. Potatoes and birds. Who knew they had so much in common? So if you're drawing along with me, I encourage you to draw a whole bunch of blobs and turn them into birds. And another way you could draw the beak is like that. And this bird's going to have real short legs you can't really see. And top feathers. I'm just using all black right now to make it easier to see, but obviously you can do colors. Here, let's see. This one I'm going to draw a long beak. It could be long beaks, short beaks. You know, that could be a little penguin except the beak's too long. It could be an alien penguin. You know what? I'm going to turn that into an alien penguin with antenna and flippers and little short wings. And I'm going to add wings to this one too. And let's see this weird one. I'm going to add a beak like this. And even adding a little bit can add emotion to one of your bird characters. So this this bird is worried because this bird, you know what? This bird is going to be a little bit worried because she knows she's a little bit wobbly looking. Oh, and I'm going to add long legs to her. Oh, you can't see there. And in the minute you add emotions to your birds, you start asking questions. Why is this bird worried? For this one, you know, sometimes you could add more than one blob and turn them into one bird. So let's add another blob here. If you connect it, suddenly there's a head. Head and the bird's body. So this bird's going to go like this. Be looking behind her, saying, who's following me? And again, there's no one right way in making birds. Let's see, so here, I'm going to use a different color. Purple, because I love purple. So this one, I'll show you how I draw the flamingo. Who knew there could be I'm going to move this out. The flamingo in I'm bored and I'm worried. Oh, and I didn't make enough room, so I'm going to, sometimes what I like doing is continuing. This leg's going to go out here. Really long legs. Now, obviously, I can't keep this because the legs are going to be, oh, you know what? wait a second. So now, if I take this, I can turn this into another bird. This is awesome. That's something else you could do. Like just on the edge of the paper, create part of a bird or a creature. And then you could take turns with someone else at home, one of your friends or siblings, and then turn that into another bird. It could be a bird in a bird in a bird. And he's going to be mad. Now, why is he mad? That could be a whole story. I'm going to color this now. This bird's going to be, this bird's going to have blue polka dots. Just because I feel like drawing polka dots. And maybe he's mad because of another bird. And this bird is going to be, let's see, orange. This bird is going to be, a catbird. Is there such thing as a, yes, there's a catbird, isn't there? Kind of, well, not a real cat and a real bird, but I'm pretty sure I've heard catbird before. So you can make alien birds or very strange birds. So this is going to be a catbird. But this is a really easy way of making birds. Just make a blob. Could be or how about, you know what? Let's do a robot bird. I'm going to do a robot bird. This robot bird's going to be square. And how am I going to do this? Let's see. A lot of times when I'm experimenting, I just try things. And if sometimes it turns out, sometimes it won't turn out. This bird's going to be like this. And it's going to be, this robot bird is going to be calling his robot bird friends. And here's his robot wing and his robot antenna. And he's going, oh my gosh, I'm really lonely. Oh, and he's on a planet. He's going to be a planet. I'm all about planets since working on GURPLE and PREEN. So, and these birds are also on the same planet. But maybe he's on another part of the planet, so he can't see where they are. And he has stripes. He's a striped bird robot. Boy, this is turning into a real strange thing. I should be paying attention to comments. Oh, hi, Riley. Hey, Marilisa's there. Yay. And you know what? I'm going to try. Can I do this? Excellent. So I get add some of your comments to the. Oh, see, when I start making art, I start drawing, and I totally picked up the wrong crayon, but you know what? That looks pretty cool. Okay, and my friend Marilisa, who's in England there. Oh my gosh. Yay, flamingo. This is awesome. Okay. And I'm going to add, let's see, long stripes to this one. Okay, so now, you know what? I'm going to get rid of those comments or they'll stay up forever. Oh, this is interesting. I've never tried. Okay, so now I am going to make a lemon bird. So what I do, I love doing this, is if you have a found object around, it doesn't have to be a lemon. It could be a piece of paper or you could just use another crayon. But I'm going to use a lemon just to show you. You can turn this so you guys can see it. And for this one, there's multiple ways again. Like one is to add just a beak. Can you see that? A beak and legs. And suddenly it's a lemon bird. I wonder if such a thing as lemon bird. And let's add, we don't have to add eyes. You could add marker here, but I don't, I could draw right on there. Do I have anything? I should have been more, oh, yes. Because I'm not going to eat the lemon peel. I'm going to draw this right on here. Lemon bird. And here's its little wings. And he's just walking along, humming his lemon bird's humming song. And he's walking along saying, I'm really bored. I want to play with somebody. There's no one around to play with. And then suddenly, ha! I was eating these this morning for breakfast. Let's add some. Oops, they're still wet. That's okay. One reason I love playing with oops. I wonder if that's going to smear. We'll find out. I like experimenting. All right. One reason I love experimenting with found objects is because you can't really keep. Oh, and these roll. That's very exciting. Okay. I get so okay. I should pay attention to comments too. Oh, there's no comments. Because when I get interested, when I start making art and drawing, I get very carried away. I would love to see some of your art. I hope some of you, yes, even you, Marilisa, are working on your art as well. It doesn't have to be with found objects. Suppose this great bird, I want to keep my eye on the time. I don't want to go too long. This great bird he's looking kind of crabby because he's not used to new birds in town. And he's saying, wait a second, this bird doesn't look like us. But then there's this great bird. I'm going to make him smaller. There are times when I can't draw around the found object, so I have to sort of, this little bird here, I'm going to go like this. Yeah, like that. Okay, now I'm not going to eat this grape, so I don't have to draw. I'm not going to eat this grape. But I guess I could eat half of it. Anyway, this grape is saying, don't be so suspicious. Maybe lemon bird's okay, and besides, that's kind of the cool music he's humming. And this lemon bird's saying, now this lemon bird's a bit worried. And saying, hey guys, want to play? And they're saying, I don't know about that. Hey, you know what? I could just turn this around. And the birds are saying, yes, we'll play. And so now lemon bird's really happy. And that's how I draw happy. Oh, it's going to roll. Happy. And lemon bird's all right. Now we can have some fun. And this guy's going to be smiling. Maybe he always looks kind of crabby, and so he has trouble making friends because he always looks crabby. Okay, so now, this is fun. Here's an elastic band. I love elastic band and string and thread because you could make them into anything like a bird. Okay, let's try that. I'm going to use a purple crayon for this, and let's make this bird sort of weird. Okay. Oh, look at that. Because you know what that shape reminds me of? A duck. And it has long feet. And it's heard rumors that there is this cool lemon bird around. And he says, I really like, whoa, and it changed suddenly. And it changed to, this is, you know what? The elastic, sorry, I'm getting really excited here. Elastic's pretty cool because you could make all kinds of, okay, let's try this. See, I'm too excited and not talking enough. That's okay because we're all about drawing today, right? This time I'm going to use a turquoise blue. So let's try this one, and I'm going to make can you see that? Two-headed bird. Two-headed bird. Oh, you know what? That's not showing up well. I'm going to use black. It's going to be a two-headed bird. And one side, and this is the other side. You can see that, right? Okay. And this bird, this side, it would be interesting if this two-headed bird, one's really happy and one's looking kind of, Can you imagine how hard it would be to be a two-headed bird where one half of you is always, always happy and cheery and perky, especially in the morning if you're not a morning bird, and this guy is kind of crabby. And that would make an interesting story. The emotional adventures of crabby bird and happy bird. And this one's going to be, let's see, red. And it's going to be... All right, we have 4 minutes. If you have any questions, feel free to post them. Catbird seat. So Michelle says there is a saying, a cat in the catbird seat. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if I'll have to look that up. Okay, so I'm going to draw one more. So far, look at all the creatures we've created, you guys. The two-headed emotional bird. We created this out of... Where did that come from? On the other side? Ah, I get so mixed up. Oh, I know. Wait. I know. This is something else I wanted to try. I love playing with found objects using torn paper as well. So always ask before you tear anything out of a magazine. I got this page from an old issue of Canadian Geographic that I picked up at an airport. So oh, and look, there's birds. I'm just going to tear this. Always ask first, because I like random shapes and not, okay. So let's see if we can turn this. It's a little bit too there. That's more interesting. So what can we turn this? What kind of bird can we turn this? Oh, that could be. Wait. This. Oh, here. This is good. I'm going to use blue because it's already blue. And it's going to be a little bit of a strange looking bird. Hey, is that a phrase? It's one strange bird. There, that could be neat. Bit of an extra tail. I'm going to add color to the extra tail. But again, notice all the different kinds of ways of drawing birds. There is no one right way to draw a bird. And you could have fun with different alien birds, like pick a bird and one of your favorite animals, and like a turtle. Can you make a turtle bird? What would a turtle bird look like? I just love that sort of thing because, and here I'm just going to draw, and oh, I still have my grape. And this time I'm going to use it as the actual, I'm going to do this. Yes, I play with my food, and don't worry, I'm not going to eat these. But look, these could be little eyes. Okay, there's my torn. Oh, and we have to end in a minute. No questions. In your typical work, okay, Michelle asked, in GURPLE and PREEN, it looks like both computer-generated and crayon art. How did you put them together on the spread? Very good question. I'm not sure if I can answer in a minute, but I took photos of the crayons. In fact, do I have any? But I couldn't use the Crayola logo. I used hundreds and hundreds of crayons. So what I did is I took photos of these crayons and I colored this in to make it easier. And then in Photoshop, I had to remove the Crayola logo. And my my friend Russ Cox helped me with some of the crayons. And then after I took the pictures and I imported them into my computer, and then I added illustrations. Or I did the illustration. You know what? This could be a whole other half-hour explanation, so I will save that. But that's a really good question. But yeah, I mainly photographed the crayons and I imported them into my computer. And Michelle also asks, in your typical workday, how much drawing do you do that never goes into a book? Are sessions like this a regular part of your day? Yes, absolutely. Excellent question, because I find if I know I'm drawing for an audience, well, that's kind of a interesting. He's going to be a little bit worried because he knows he looks very interesting. I do a lot of play. I encourage play as much as possible, because if you aren't playing with, whether it's with your art or writing, that means you're not experimenting. You're always drawing the same things. But of course, you could pick something you love to draw, like a bird. I love drawing birds, and then draw all kinds of birds. But yes, most of the art I create, no one ever sees, let alone goes into a book. So thank you very much for coming to my live drawing session. This was the first one that I actually was sort of more organized about. If you like this, please feel free. I'm going to leave the video online. Feel free to share it with other people. And thank you for coming. Bye bye.